Hi, I'm Lindsay, and this is how I do my meal planning. So the first step I want to do is make sure that all of the meals I currently have in my freezer and my pantry and my refrigerator have a space in my meal plan. Now, the way I keep my meal plan is in my digital calendar. I like it in my digital calendar because it's super easy to move around, and my husband can reference it too because our calendars are synced. So what I'll see in my freezer is I have a frozen thing of soup, I have a roast, and I have stuff to make cheeseburgers. And I'll make sure those 3 meals are plugged in for that month somewhere. The next thing that I'm going to do as I'm looking through this is I'm going to look at the days I'm missing after that and think, how much time do I have to make this meal? And I want to think, when am I going to be able to make this meal? For instance, some mornings it's easier for me to put stuff together and put it in the crock pot. So on that day, I'm going to pick something that's going to be a crock pot meal. If I only have 20 minutes, I'm going to make cheeseburger macaroni. If I have an hour, I can bake some potatoes. So I need to keep that in consideration next. The next thing that I'm going to think about is who is cooking. If it's going to be my husband, it needs to be one of the meals he makes. If it's going to be my 13-year-old, it needs to be one of the meals that he makes. If it's going to be me, it could be anything. The next thing that I'm going to do is ask my family, what do you want to eat this month? If I've got extra days, I'll tell them throw out 3 meals at me and I'll plug those in on the days that they would fit in. The next thing that I'm going to do to make sure that I'm filling out this month is I'm going to either go back and reference the month before's meals. So as you start to do this, you'll start to build up meals. So I will go back and reference and see what meals that sound good to me that I can plug into there. And the next thing I can do is we have an established routine night. For us, it's Taco Tuesdays. We don't have tacos every Tuesday. Sometimes it's like a casserole. Sometimes it makes sense to do something else. But if I've got an empty Tuesday, I'm throwing something about tacos in there. And that's how I do that. Now, while I'm doing this meal planning, I like to fill out my grocery list. So as I'm looking in here to fill out my grocery list, I see we're out of hot dogs. Hot dogs is a good lunch for my kids, so I'm going to add hot dogs to my list. So I'm flipping back and forth from my calendar to my Walmart app where I have groceries delivered. You need to do your grocery list your way. And then I'm going to fill out, I need milk. I'm going to fill out, I need bread. I'm going to do this at the same time as I'm making my meal planning. And this is going to go rather quickly once you get used to doing it that way. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm looking in here and I'm clearing this out and making this meal plan and my grocery list is I'm going to start checking things that we are not going to eat. So we've had some pizza put away that my kids are not eating from this weekend. This is the time where I'm like, this isn't getting ate, I'm going to check it. And this is how you keep your fridge cleaned out. So all of this is happening together. So this might take me anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, depending on how much I need to get done, how long I've put this off. 5 minutes if you've been keeping up with this. This is going to go really quickly if you keep up with it. So the way I'm going to do it then is, once it's all said and done, I have finished clearing out my fridge. I have finished making my grocery list. And if you get yours delivered, my groceries are also coming. And then I've also made my meal plan for a month, maybe even a little extra, depending on how many meals I got to get through. I've got all 3 of those tasks done in somewhere to 5 to 30 minutes. This is how I do it.